Okay guys, welcome to another Mamemeister 10-minute mashup. This game is called Stormfinch or Stormfinch, possibly, by Stone Productions. It was made in 2015 and it's powered by Kurt Cobain, or is it Nirvana? Yeah, possibly not. Nirvana is a system used on the Spectrum. It's basically some clever guys have come up with this sort of software solution in the Spectrum which allows the Spectrum to display more colours than previously thought possible, which basically results in some really colourful looking games. So yeah, this game was recommended to me by one of my mates, and I says I think it's literally just been released. Now it kinda looks like it's going to be some kind of shooter game. So without much further ado, let's batter on. Let's see how we start. Right, we don't want any of that nonsense. Define keys. Now I did play it for a couple of minutes earlier on, and I couldn't for the life of me get a joystick to work. So what I've done is I've used this little clever bit of software called Joy2Key, which allows you to map. Yeah, it basically allows you to map. Why is that not working? Oh, bollocks. Let's just reset it. Try again, apologies. Define keys. Up, down, left, right, spore, blaster, P for pause, 2 to start. That's better. Now you can see there the the sprites are really colourful looking. You know, it actually looks more like an Amstrad game, I would say, than a Spectrum game. So it's a really good, clever system. Now one thing that you can notice right away is there's almost a complete lack of sound. The only sound you seem to get is when you shoot a baddie and it hits the ground, which is a wee bit rubbish. Now holding down the fire button does a kind of R-type power up type thing. I'm not quite sure why your spaceship seems to kind of go into sort of like wireframe like that. I don't know what's going on there. Alright, is this the end of, I was going to say end of level Guardian? Possibly not. Initial thoughts. Looks pretty. Not too convinced in the actual game itself. Was kind of hoping for some sort of like R-type game, you know, with some kind of scrolling level and, you know, nice sprites. The sprites look nice enough, but what it kind of seems to be is just a sort of a random collection of baddies flying towards you. It almost okay, it's maybe going to get better. What I was going to say is it almost feels like one of these a game that you could write with a sort of a shoot 'em up kind of construction type kit thing, whereby it's just, you know, it's the same sort of enemy movement, but the sprites look different. But they don't seem to fire or anything, they just kind of come onto the screen and that's about it. And possibly it'll get more exciting, but I'm really not too convinced. I mean, that's quite impressive looking, you know, look at the colour. Oh well, here we go, we've got an end of level Guardian, so it's maybe going to get better. Bollocks. Right, I really need to make sure I don't die. Hey! And then we're back to mediocrity again. Bloody hell. I don't know how many times you've got to shoot these things. Yeah. Graphics, I'd give it an 8 out of 10. Sound, I would have to give it a 1 out of 10. You know, you'd be as well not having any sound for the amount of sound you've actually got in this thing. I'm really not quite sure what sort of graphical style they're going for. I mean, what the hell are these things? It seems to kind of flick between... What the hell? I mean, that looks like a birthday cake. I've got no idea what that's meant to be. There seems to be spaceships like that, which looks uncannily like that looks like the one at R-Type, and that other one looked like the Star Force thing. But yeah, then it seems to jump to little kind of cute bug type things. You know, it's not bad. I mean, I'm guessing the game's free. I've certainly seen a lot better, but you know what, I really shouldn't knock people who are making these games out of their own time and not charging anything for it. I certainly feel they could have done more of the actual gameplay. You know, graphics look really nice. But it's a teensy bit boring actually, if I'm being honest. It's just pretty much the same. You know, they change the graphics, woof, and just at that it throws a curveball and gets more interesting. So yeah, it's got decent enough baddies, I suppose, or end of level guardians, but it could certainly have done with being a bit more exciting, I think. Oh, come on, you twat. Yeah, it just seems to be the same formula. Baddies scroll in from the side. I suppose it is trying to be a wee bit different. Yeah, you know what it is, it's possibly trying to do too much too different, you know. This is almost more like a level of scramble type thing, avoid the meteors. But I would say it's certainly worthy of a few plays anyway. It's not the kind of game I could see myself really returning to that much. It's not the most interesting game to actually play, but it certainly looks nice. Yeah, so this bit you've got to try and shoot the wee blue bit. Oops. And we've got a horrible eyeball. Then you get one sound effect when you die at the very end, so I counted 2 sound effects. Anyway, yeah, listen, that's, what's that called? Stormfinch, I think we said it was. It's completely free to download, guys, so go and check it out. That's on the ZX Spectrum. As usual, guys, I hope you enjoyed watching it, and thanks for watching.